Hey, Mom, are you there? I have something that I'd kind of like to talk to you about, if that's okay.
Oh, Cindy? Of course, dear. What's on your mind? You know you hardly ever message me this late at night, though. Is everything okay? Have you already had dinner?
Yeah, I've already eaten dinner. I'm on my own tonight, though, so I just kept it simple.
Oh, you're at home alone tonight? Where's Jack?
Jack had some work dinner thing that he had to attend, so he told me I'd be on my own tonight.
Ah, okay, I see. Are things going well between you and Jack? I'm sensing just a little bit of tension there.
Well, I thought that things were going well between us.
But what? Has something happened to make you think otherwise now? You know that you can talk to me about this, right?
No, it's not that. It's another problem that I wanted to talk to you about, really.
Another problem? Well, what kind of problem is that? You know that I'll always be here to listen.
Okay, well, you want grandkids one day, don't you, Mom?
Don't tell me that you've been worrying yourself about having kids again, Cindy.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that Jack and I have been married for 3 years already. All my other friends who've been married that long already have kids too, and talk to me about them all the time. And I don't know, I just worry that you're expecting grandchildren as well. And then I wonder why we haven't had any kids yet.
Well, of course I would be overjoyed if you had a child and had a grandchild. But the fact of the matter is that this is an issue to be decided between you and your husband. A child shouldn't be something that's rushed into just because one side wants one really badly. Not to mention all the other things that can go into considering how time to have a baby.
Well, I guess you're right about that. I don't want Jack to feel like I'm trying to rush him into anything.
But what is all of this really about? Are you just worried about when you're going to be having your baby? Is that it?
I'm just saying that I'm already 30 years old. I thought I would have been a mother by now, to be honest.
Well, I know what you mean, but life really works out exactly how we pictured it when we were younger. But I understand your worries. After all, you're probably more concerned with your biological clock, aren't you?
Do I even need to say anything to that?
Nobody said that being a woman isn't difficult. And sure, maybe it might have been physically better if you had kids when you were younger. But plenty of women have kids in their 30s, and you've got to keep your chin up about these things. Everything is going to work out, and when it does, you're going to be so happy with the results.
Mom, I think I might not actually be able to have any kids, if I can be honest with you.
Oh my. Well, what makes you say this all of a sudden? What makes you think that?
I don't know. I haven't gone to see any doctors about it because I'm too scared to hear what they'll have to say. But Jack went to have himself examined, and he said that the doctor said that there was no problem with him.
Well, if you haven't even gone to see a doctor about this, then it sounds like you might be worrying over nothing.
But what if I missed my window? What if it's too late and I'll never be able to have kids now? And if I can't have kids, then it's going to be all my fault. I'll be the reason you don't have any grandkids.
Cindy, I know that this is all a lot for you to think about at once, and I know that you're worried about what's going on in your body as you get older. But I want you to know that before you start worrying about anything, you really should go and talk to a doctor first.
I know, but what if they say I really can't have any kids? What am I going to do then? I don't know if my marriage is going to be able to survive something like that. After all, I know that Jack wants kids of his own one day too.
Well, what does Jack have to say about any of this? Have you talked to him about it?
I have, but I don't think he's thinking about it as seriously as I am. I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, I just want you to know that my feelings for you are not based at all on whether or not you can have kids. And I'm sure that Jack feels the same way about you. If you just talked to him more about this, I'm sure you'd see he understands. Besides, if Jack did go to the doctor and they told him he couldn't have kids, would you leave him?
No, of course not. I would never leave him. But it's almost never the guy's fault when it comes to this kind of thing. That's why I'm so nervous. It feels like there's so much pressure on me.
Well, I think that you might just be overthinking things just a bit, don't you? I really do think that you should make sure that Jack understands exactly how you're feeling about this. And then, you two can talk about how you want to handle this moving forward. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, you're right. We should probably try doing something like that. Thank you so much for talking about this with me, Mom.
It's no problem at all. I understand that this is a very difficult, touchy subject, but you should know that you can always come to me.
Of course. Thank you so much. But I think now I need to find Jack and talk to him about this instead. Then we'll figure out what to do next. And maybe I should make an appointment with the doctor after all.
I think that it's a great idea. Talk to Jack, come to an understanding, and then go to the doctor and stop living in fear of the unknown. You know, your dad and I had quite a few problems when we were younger as well.
I know, but you still had kids. Besides, I can't see you and Dad having any problems at all.
Well, we certainly did have some. Every couple goes through highs and lows. It's just important to remember that you have people in your corner. So don't ever forget about the people who care about you and will love you no matter what.
Of course. Thank you so much for talking to me about this, Mom. I'm going to go and think about what to do next.
Hello, Cindy. Do you have the day off? I was just curious if you were at home right now. I actually just got a bunch of freshly picked vegetables from my neighbors and was wondering if I couldn't drop off some at your place.
Oh, Mom, I'm really sorry, but I'm actually not at home right now.
Oh, really? Are you out with Jack or something like that?
Mom, there's a pregnancy.
Oh my gosh, you're pregnant? This is huge! Congratulations, Cindy. And to think you were so worried about this earlier. I know that you were just being worried. So how many weeks along are you now then?
I'm still not sure, actually. I don't know how far along I am.
Wait, what? You don't know how far along you are? Have you gone to a doctor about this? They would be able to tell you. Hello? Cindy, are you there? Hello? Okay, well, you must be quite busy right now. But either way, this is very exciting, so congratulations once again. We'll talk about this later, and then you can fill me in about all the details. Hello, Jack. It's been a while since you and I last spoke, hasn't it? I was just curious if I could ask you something. Are you with my daughter right now? Because she was just texting me a few hours ago, and I haven't heard a word from her since then.
Oh, hey there, Marie. It's nice to hear from you. I'm sorry, but no, I'm actually not with Cindy right now.
Oh, I see. Well, anyways, Cindy told me the big news about her being pregnant. That's great, isn't it?
Oh, right, the pregnancy.
This is huge news. We have to get together and celebrate sometime, don't you think?
Wait, what? But I got my girlfriend pregnant. Didn't you hear the news from Cindy?
Sorry. What? I'm a little confused. What do you mean your girlfriend? Aren't you married to my daughter?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Cindy wasn't the one who got pregnant. The girl who got pregnant was the girl I was seeing on the side.
What are you saying? You're not serious, are you, Jack? Please tell me this is some kind of bad joke. I mean, you and Cindy are married. You wouldn't actually go out and cheat on her, would you?
Well, I did. I'm not gonna try to hide it. In fact, I love this other woman of mine more than anything in the world.
So then you really are having an affair behind my daughter's back? I don't even know what to say.
There's nothing to say, Marie. These things just happen, you know?
Just happen? You mean you're not even going to try and come up with an excuse?
What would be the point? Cindy couldn't get pregnant. We tried so hard for a whole year and still had nothing to show for it. So I finally thought that maybe I would just have to leave Cindy and get with someone younger who would have a higher chance of getting pregnant.
But I thought that you two didn't actually know whether Cindy really couldn't have kids or not. She told me that she still hadn't gone to see a doctor about it.
I know. I've already got another woman pregnant, so I really don't see how I could be the source of the problem. Besides, I went to the doctor and they said I was fine.
But I'm saying that Cindy never went and had that confirmed for herself. You just both assumed it was the case. Now, Jack, I understand wanting a child of your own, but I really do think that you need to go and talk to Cindy about this. If you really didn't think that things were working out, you should have divorced my daughter and then gotten with someone else.
Well, like I told you, these things just happen. I can't help that I got this girl pregnant before I was able to end things with Cindy. But now that I have, I can see that it's a sign that I should leave Cindy.
So you're really being serious about this then? Even though you swore to my daughter to be faithful to her?
Do you really think that I'm the first person in the world to break their wedding vows? I don't know if you knew this, but half of all marriages end in divorce. I'm not going to be persecuted just because my feelings for your daughter changed over time. Besides, I would have never married her if I knew she couldn't have kids. So if you want someone to blame, I'm afraid this is all Cindy's fault.
You're really trying to blame my daughter for the affair that you're having behind her back?
What are you going to do about it? Punish me? If you're thinking of suing me for the affair, I'll be happy to pay. Of course, I might countersue and claim that Cindy knew she couldn't have kids at the time we got married and just hid it from me.
Jack, what is the matter with you? You don't actually think that Cindy would do something like that, do you?
It doesn't really matter what I think. It matters what a judge will think.
I don't believe this. You really think that you're going to nail Cindy for marriage fraud when you're the cheater?
I guess we'll just have to see where the chips land, won't we? But just think about it. On the one hand, I have Cindy in her 30s still crying about not being able to have kids. On the other hand, I have a beautiful young woman ready to throw herself at me who I could get married to and start a family with.
Enough. I don't want to talk about this any longer. And I don't want you causing any more pain to my daughter.
Well, okay then. In that case, I think it's best if we just get a divorce and go our separate ways then. Of course, the next time we see each other, well, let's talk about the matter of compensation for stringing me along this far. Oh, and you should know I've already submitted our divorce papers.
Hold on a second. What do you mean by that? You've already turned in the divorce papers for you and Cindy?
That's right. My girlfriend is already 3 months pregnant, and I need to get rid of her as soon as possible. So I had the paperwork filed this morning.
You were with Cindy up until the afternoon, isn't that right?
Yep, I was at home, made her sign the divorce papers, then I went out to turn them in. I have no idea where Cindy is right now.
I am never, ever going to forgive you for this.
Oh, that's fine with me. I wasn't really looking for that to begin with. I'm just so happy that I'm finally ending things with Cindy. Even my parents are happy about this. Of course, it's not like I have anything personal against your daughter or anything. She made good money. She kept the house clean. But it was her infertility that I could never forgive her for. But like I said, sometimes things just work out this way, right?
Hello, Jack. Been some time since you and I last spoke, hasn't it?
Wait a second, is this Marie? As in Cindy's mom, Marie? What do you want now? Have you come to tell me that you're finally going to pay me for the lie that Cindy told me? Because you already forced me to pay her for the affair.
Well, yes, you did pay us what you owed Cindy, and now I understand you're married and living with your new wife.
That's right, but what about it? You're not thinking of doing anything to my child, right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not afraid to call the cops and have them deal with you.
No, it's nothing like that at all. You've got nothing to worry about there. I just wanted to check is all. I suppose that you've already registered the birth with the city hall and everything like that, right?
Of course we have. That's what you're legally bound to do when you have a kid, right?
That's right. I'm glad you know that. That must have been such a process with all the paperwork.
Well, having kids is a whole process, as I'm sure you know. But I'm happy, and that's all I really care about.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all. Of course, you only care if you're happy. After all, you must be so happy to finally have a child of your own now, isn't that right?
Okay, what is this? What are you getting at, huh? You think I can't read between the lines? What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that the kid you have with your new wife isn't actually yours.
All right, now you're just starting to really make me mad. I mean, where do you get off talking to me like this? Just who do you think you are?
Also, you should know that Cindy wasn't infertile. She is perfectly capable of having kids.
What are you even talking about now? You're just bouncing from subject to subject.
Say what you like, but it's true. She went and had herself examined by a doctor who found no problems with her.
You're kidding me. That can't be right. That's impossible.
Believe it or not, it won't change the fact that it happened. We have the exam results and everything. And don't worry, we took the courtesy of having one forwarded to your house.
And just why in the world would you go and do something like that? It isn't going to make me want to be with her at all. I'm never, ever going to get with Cindy again. Besides, you know that I'm married now.
Oh, trust me, I wouldn't want you coming near my daughter if you were the last man on earth. But you still don't think it's strange? I mean, if Cindy wasn't infertile, then wouldn't that mean you are?
What are you talking about? Of course I'm not. I can have kids just fine, thank you very much.
So then you really sure that your wife's kid is actually your child too? Because you know that you told Cindy that you went to a doctor and then examined you. Then you told her that they said you had no problems. But did you even go to see a doctor in the first place? Obviously your wife is fine since she got pregnant too.
But I don't get what you're trying to get at here.
I'm telling you that your wife slept with another man and now she's making you raise his child.
No, that can't be right. You have no idea what you're talking about. My new wife is young and beautiful and would never betray me like that. Besides, she told me she hasn't even been with that many guys. So where would she get an idea like that?
You really think that your new wife is some innocent little flower? You should know that I looked into her a few months ago. And it turns out that she has quite a wealthy sugar daddy who I'm sure you had no idea about.
A sugar daddy? You mean she was seeing some rich guy on the side while she was seeing me?
I'm sure you won't believe a single thing that I try and tell you, but that's why I have evidence. But what you choose to do with it is, of course, entirely up to the two of you.
Now hold on for just one darn second. I mean, if you're really telling the truth about this, then...
Why don't you go ahead and open up the package that we sent you? All the documents should be there. But whatever you do from there is really up to you.
Well, when did you send it out? When is this package of yours arriving? I can't just wait around and do nothing until it shows up.
Oh, I imagine it already got delivered. I had it sent to your parents' house, actually.
But wait, my new wife was talking about how she kept getting calls from my mom and dad.
Oh, I see. Well, then the package must have been delivered now.
So then her kid really isn't mine. Is that really true?
It certainly appears to be the outcome with the highest probability of being true. She sued her rich man for some money and knows she's having you raise this child of his.
No, this can't be happening. I refuse to believe it. It has to be my kid. It just has to be.
Well, okay then. You keep on believing that and keep raising that child as if it were your own.
Come on. I get a divorce, I get remarried, I become a father. And now you're just gonna sit there and tell me that it's all been a lie? I wish that I'd never broken with Cindy in the first place!
Are you kidding me? You didn't care about Cindy at all. You ended your marriage with her for no reason and married the woman you were cheating on her with right away. You don't deserve to be feeling any pity for yourself right now.
But, please, I never wanted this to happen.
You said it yourself. You broke up with my daughter because you thought she couldn't get pregnant. Do you have any idea the kind of pain and guilt that you put Cindy through by doing that, though? She took off work for months and fell into a deep depression. She's only barely starting to go back into her old self now.
I'm so sorry. I never intended to hurt Cindy like that at all. You had to believe me.
I don't care what you have to say for yourself. You're never getting near my daughter again.
But I don't even know what to do now. If what you said is really true, then what am I supposed to do?
Why do you think that any of that is our problem? You broke up with Cindy because you made assumptions. You got another woman pregnant while being married to my daughter. Well, now you realize that you were just being played this whole time as well, and I say that it serves you right. After that, I heard that Jack ended up getting a DNA test and found out that the child he thought was his, in fact, was not. Then he began the divorce process with his new wife, who fought Jack on it every step of the way. I had no idea what's going on with the divorce now, but last I heard, it was being jammed up in court by this woman. It was only a year later I got an update that the divorce had finally gone through, but I didn't really care, and that the long drawn-out process was just what Jack deserved. After the divorce, he tried to reach out to Cindy, who rejected him right away and blocked any means he would have to contact her. It's been years since all of that, and now Cindy is remarried to a very kind man whom I very much approve of. She swore to me that she would never marry again after Jack, but I'm glad to see her recovering and learning how to reopen her heart to love. Last week, I got an excited message from Cindy and a sonogram photo of my future grandchild. I couldn't be happier, both for my daughter and for myself.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Tucker, you've already left the house, I'm assuming. I didn't see either of your guys' shoes at the door, so that's what it looks like. Have you and Natalie been having a good time out there then?
Yep. Right now, Ho and I are having lunch.
That's great. What are you guys eating?
Natalie wanted to get some pancakes, so we went to the local diner to eat.
Is it the one on the side of the highway with that huge neon sign?
That's the one. It's a pretty retro-looking place, so I'm surprised that she wanted to come here for pancakes, lol.
I see. I'm sure you're having a lot of fun there though, right? That is your style after all.
Well, I sure am into it, lol. But I've been to this dinner plenty of times now, so it's no big deal, lol. Natalie looks like she's enjoying it here as well though, so I'm glad we came.
She is such a strange kid. I never thought she would have liked going to a place as greasy as that.
Well, that's a good point, I suppose. She probably would be having a lot more fun at a proper cafe or something like that.
I'm sure she would have. And when it comes to a middle schooler, normally they don't want to be seen out in public with their parents. It's strange that she'd want to go to that retro diner with you for pancakes. Who knows what she's thinking?
This is a bit rare of her, isn't it? She's never wanted to go to places like this with me.
But it's good to see you both getting along. You ended up raising a child that doesn't want to be away from you all the time. Telling you that you smell and asking you to stay away.
Would you stop that? If she ever said something like that to me, I'd honestly cry.
Well, she's not actually saying anything like that, so calm down.
That's true. I really am happy that you and I raised such a kind little girl.
That's probably because you've made so much time to be around her and go on little dates like that. And in the past, you never let us have a babysitter for her. I think it's a lot easier for a daughter to hate her parents, especially her dad, when they don't pay enough attention to her.
I'm not sure how much of this had to do with me being around her all the time. But we all know I'm not with her as much as you. My job requires me to go on a lot of business trips after all. So maybe in order to keep her from forgetting about me, I've put in the extra effort to make time for her when I'm home.
And this is the reward for your efforts. Even when your daughter is getting older, she still wants to be around her dad and go to places he likes. You guys went shopping together as well, right?
Today? Yeah, we both went out to get her some new shoes. I also had her pick out a new jacket for me to wear this winter. I think it was a lot of fun going out with her to the mall. Had you been able to come out with us as well, it would have been even better.
Sorry about that. Had I not have had plans with my friend, then I for sure would have come.
Are you talking about your plans with Rika's mom?
That's right. Her name is Tessa.
That's the friend you made back when her daughter and Natalie went to preschool together, right? They're both in middle school now, so you must be really good friends with her to stay in contact with one another like that. Has Natalie been hanging out with Rika at all?
Well, Rika's going to a different middle school than Natalie, so I'm not sure. But they both will call each other every so often, so I guess they're both still friends. However, Tessa and I are a lot closer to one another than those two.
I guess so. At this point, you guys aren't even hanging out because of your daughters anymore. Are you?
Even I didn't think we'd become such close friends with one another, but surprisingly, we both are like two peas in a pod.
Having a friend like that who made you as an adult is a big deal, I think. Most of my best friends are all from when I was in high school.
That's true. Right now, you're traveling so much for work, and you've been taking care of Natalie while you've been home. I happen to have a lot of time to myself when you both are out, so it's nice to have a good friend like Tessa.
Absolutely. It would be boring to be by yourself all the time now. Especially if you had to be stuck inside the house all day. It makes me feel even better knowing you have a friend like her still.
But it's led to me not being able to hang out with my family a lot of the time, so I'm sorry.
No worries. Next time the three of us can go out. How about next week, when I'm back in town for my business trip? The three of us can go somewhere and have some fun.
That sounds like a good idea. It's been a while since the last time we all went out somewhere to have fun.
That's right. You and Natalie think of some fun places you're both wanting to go see. I will take the two of you anywhere.
Sounds good. I'll be looking forward to this.
I just got on the plane. I'll be back in a few days. Alright, Harley?
Have a good trip, and good luck with your work over there.
I really don't want to go this time, though.
Why not? You never say something like that before you head off for work. This is a very rare occurrence from you.
Well, I just got a call from my work, and it looks like they're having some trouble over there. And because of that, it's looking like I'm going to have a lot of things I'll have to take care of once I get there.
I see. So that's the reason you don't want to go this time?
It is. I'm feeling stressed already by this, and I haven't even left yet.
Well, it looks like this week the whole family is going to be really busy then.
Is the match that Natalie has to go to this week close to you guys? It kind of sucks that she has to go to a match on her day off, if it's taking place somewhere far away.
Well, she's really into her sports, so I'm sure she doesn't mind any of that. Early this morning, she was awake and getting herself ready to head to the school.
Are you going to be busy yourself then?
I think so. Actually, this week I'm going to be with Tessa a lot, helping her at a flea market. She told me that she has a lot of handcrafted goods she's trying to sell now. So in order to get ready for that, we're going to be very busy as well.
Oh, but that seems pretty fun as well.
I suppose you could say that. I think we'll both have fun there, and I'll even be making a little money by helping her. It's so cool that she has a hobby where she can also make money from it.
Well, hopefully she gets some good use out of you, and perhaps even you'll start to like doing crafts. And since you'll be with one of your best friends doing this, I'm sure you'll be having loads of fun.
I think so. When she asked me the first time if I wanted to come help her do this, I said I was on board before she even told me what the thing she needed help with was. She happens to be into all sorts of crafting, but I never thought the day would come where she'd ask me to help her.
Well, she seems to think you'll be good help, so that's perfect. I'm sure getting everything ready for the flea market will be a bit tough, but do your best and you both will make some good money. When you have all the goods out and ready to sell, send me some pictures of them.
All right, will do. And we'll be doing our best. First, she has to start by thinking of what all she still wants to have us make, and then we'll go from there. And since this will be going on all week, I'm not sure I'll be home very much.
Well, I guess you won't have to feel too lonely by me not being around for the week. And since Natalie will be busy with school and sports, you won't have to be taking care of her much either. This is the perfect timing for you.
That's right. That's why I'm going to focus all my time into helping Tessa. As for yourself, good luck there with whatever problems your company is having. And make sure to not overwork yourself as well, please.
I'll do my best. Let's all put in some good work this week.
Dad, help! Mom is in huge trouble right now. She got into an accident and ended up getting hurt and is on her way to the hospital. Hurry up and come home.
You can leave your mom be.
Why would I do that? If we don't go see her, I'm not sure what will happen.
Natalie, calm down. Your mom called you to tell you about this, right? This means she must not be in too bad of a condition since she was able to do that, so you don't have to worry about her.
But she's told me that she's really hurt right now, and sometimes when someone's badly hurt, they'll act like they're okay, right? We have to hurry up and go see her at the hospital right now.
I'll try what I can to finish up things here and come home. Whether this was about your mom or not, I don't want to leave you at home all alone right now. But it's going to take some time yet before I can get home to you. So will you be able to stay at home by yourself for the night? You can eat whatever you like from the pantry, and if the doorbell rings, make sure not to answer it. I want you to just relax and enjoy some good food while you stay at home.
Wait, Dad! Why have you been so calm this whole time about Mom needing to go to the hospital? Are you not worried about how Mom is doing right now?
I'm sure your mom did get into an accident, Natalie. I have someone that told me all about it before you were even told by her. And right now, you don't need to be worried about how she's doing. Also, what happened to her was going to happen eventually.
You can't say that about Mom. What happened to you, Dad? I don't understand why you won't even worry about Mom right now. I feel so sorry for her. You would never say such terrible things about Mom like you are now. Are you even my dad anymore? Did you and Mom get into a fight?
Her and I didn't have any fights.
Then why, Dad? Have you started to hate Mom now?
Your mom, she's been lying to both you and I this whole time. And not just any lie, but a very bad lie. A mean one. So her getting into that accident is what she deserved for lying to us.
What are you talking about? Does her lying to us have anything to do with that accident?
I'm sure that you are very shocked to be hearing about all this right now. But I don't want you to forget about anything I'm saying here. I will never stab you in the back like your mom has, no matter what people tell you. I will be your best friend forever, and most of all, I'll continue being your dad.
Dad, can you please tell me what happened? I can see that there's something going on between you and Mom. I want you to tell me everything.
I'm very worried about you right now, Natalie. And I feel that if I tell you about everything, then I might end up hurting you in a way that I could never forgive myself for.
I'm fine, Dad. I'll be able to deal with all of it, so please tell me. I trust you, Dad, and I know you don't want to hurt me.
Thank you, Natalie.
Natalie, you have been able to talk with your father, right? I haven't heard anything from him all night and even today. Did you make sure to tell him about what's happened to me? Yes, I told him, but Dad told me to just leave you alone. Huh? Why would he say something like that? He would say something like that when I'm this badly injured? What the hell is he thinking? So, what is that man doing right now? Dad made sure that he got on the earliest plane this morning and is home now. Right now, the two of us are going out shopping. Going shopping? Is he going out to buy me some things that I'll need while I'm here in the hospital? I don't think so. We're going out to get me a brand new video game. He wants to play it with me when we get home. What? At a time like this, he only cares about getting a video game? Yep. And after we get the new game, he and I are getting lunch together. There's this new Korean restaurant that I've really been wanting to go to. So he's going to be taking me there to have lunch today. Wait a second, Natalie. Are you guys really going out right now to play and have lunch? Yes, we are. Dad said that when he got back from his business trip, he wanted to take us out to have fun, right? That's why Dad and I are going out to shop and have lunch. What the hell does he think he's doing? I am in the hospital right now. You guys should be coming to see me first, right? This is all way too screwed up. We don't have a reason to go see you, though. You got what you deserved by getting into that accident. Both Dad and I know that now. And we know about everything else as well. And what do you and your dad know about me? Mom, you've been cheating on Dad, right? And the man you've been going out with is Rika's dad. It's scary that my mom would do something like that with my friend's dad. Wait, what are you going on about, Natalie? I would never cheat on your father. Please don't say such stupid things to me again, all right? Rika's mom noticed that you were cheating on him with her husband, so she called Dad about it. And while you were out with Rika's dad, you got into that accident, right? Tessa told him that? In order to keep all of that a secret, you tried to make up stories, right? What you've done is not okay, Mom. I understand why you would want to lie so much in order to hide what you were doing, but it was all a waste, Mom. How much have you heard about me? From Dad? I've heard everything about you from him. Why would he ever talk about something like this to a child? Your dad is a failure as a parent. What? What did you just say? The only failure I see as a parent is you, Mom. You cheated on Dad and stabbed both of us in the back. You're the one who did everything wrong, so don't say things like that about Dad right now. You have it all wrong, though, Natalie. There is a lot more to the story than your dad has told you. I'm sure a kid like you would never be able to understand all of it, but this is all very complex. What are you talking about? Are you trying to say that because I'm a kid, I would never be able to understand what you've done is wrong? One of the first things you taught me is that lying is wrong, and you've been lying to Dad and I a lot. But Dad hasn't been, and even he knows I'm a kid, but he isn't hiding anything that's happened from me. He even made sure to explain all you've done to me in a way that wouldn't hurt me. That's why I still love Dad and trust him. I wasn't trying to hide any of this from you, okay? But when it comes to adults, there are a lot of things going on. I don't care about that. I will never be able to trust you again, Mom. I've asked Dad to leave you forever now. I don't want to have a mom that's as evil as you are. You hold it right there. Your mom and dad are not going to have a divorce. Huh? What are you talking about? You're the only person who thinks you can stay with him now. You stop trying to hide from me and reply to me right now. Answer your dang phone.
I'm just getting on the bus right now, so I can't talk on the phone with you. Too many people around right now that I don't want to bother. Just tell me what you have to say over text.
I've heard all about this from Natalie. How much have you already heard about?
Well, I heard about how you and Tessa's husband got into that accident.
That is not what I'm asking about right now. I want to know why you were talking to Tessa and what all she told you about when it comes to me. Huh? I sure as hell did go straight there. I got injured really badly in that crash.
Tessa's husband ended up getting hurt far worse than you, and was taken away first in the ambulance, right? When Tessa showed up at the accident to see her husband, she had noticed something on the car's video recorder. She saw that you and her husband have been cheating, and that confirmed everything she needed to know. However, you and her husband have been trying to delete a lot of the videos of you being in the car together, right? There were dates on there that were completely deleted, and she didn't know why at the time. But since you both got into that accident, you guys didn't have the time to delete anything that day, right? Nice try, but Tessa figured you both out for sure.
Why the hell would the first thing she'd do be to check the car's video recorder like that? She should have been more worried about what happened to us. I knew something was strange about her while she was there.
She might have wanted to know about what happened in the accident, and came across the footage of you both as well. But anyway, what she got to see in the footage was both you and her husband in that car together.
That idiot. Why did he not delete that before being taken away by the ambulance?
He really was an idiot for that. But you're the same amount of stupid as he is. Cheating on your own partner like that?
I like how you keep blaming me for things like that, but what about you? I never knew that Tessa had your number and was so open to talking to you. I wonder if you both have been cheating on her husband and I in secret as well.
Excuse me? Tessa called the company's number in order to talk to me. And before that, her and I have never called or texted one another. I don't think we've even spoken to one another in general before that. So don't you compare us to your sly butt. Did you think by saying something as stupid as that, you'd be able to get above me in this conversation?
No, but... Well, besides that, why did you go and tell our daughter about all of this? That girl is still a child, for God's sake.
She's in middle school now. She has every right to know about what happened. And even she was asking me to tell her everything, saying that she could handle all of it.
But why the hell did you have to tell her everything like that? Are you stupid? I was told by Natalie that she even wants us to divorce. Do you have any idea how hearing my daughter say that to me makes me feel?
Well, you did say something that led her to saying that. How do you think she felt hearing about how her mom doesn't love her dad and sleeps with another man? And what makes all of that worse is the man you've been with is her best friend's dad. She has no other choice but to feel horribly about what you've done. I'm sure you already heard this from Natalie, but that accident is what you deserved.
You want us to divorce as well?
I plan to divorce you. I no longer want to be with you anymore. And even your own daughter is wanting this now. That's why things between you and I are over. There is no getting back the love you received from your daughter and me before. If she wants us to divorce, then that's that.
Wait, I feel really bad for cheating on you, okay? And I promise to not make any more excuses for it. I feel that Tessa's husband is just as in the wrong as I am.
You think because he was in the wrong as well, I should forgive you? Shut the hell up, Holly. You're not getting forgiven anytime soon.
You're upset with me for what's happened, right? That's why you won't come and see me in the hospital and you took Natalie out to go play. I made some really bad choices, right? I think you have every right to be that upset with me.
What are you trying to get at here?
I'm sure that if you're really that angry with me, then a divorce just won't cut it for you, right? You'll want to get a settlement from me, too. I'm sure you're going to try and hurt my wallet as well, right?
I haven't thought anything like that yet. But now that you mention it, I should be getting a settlement from you. And on top of that, you'll be paying child support as well. Natalie and I have a right to your money, actually, since you were the one that stabbed both of us in the backs. Until Natalie has turned 18, you're going to have to pay child support to her, even if you shouldn't be considered her mother.
I don't want to lose my daughter. Even if we get this divorce, you'll let me meet her, right? I still have a right to meet with my child, right?
As long as she's okay with it. But I'm not so sure she'll like you meeting her anymore. She's told me already that she never wants to see your face again. And if that's what she wants, then I'll allow it. You can say you want to see her all you want, but you most likely never will again.
What the hell? Hey, has Natalie gone and blocked me already? I can't send her texts anymore.
I'm sure she has. Now, you must understand her feelings towards you, right? She is done thinking of you as her mother.
Will I not be able to go see her in person now to apologize? Please, let me come and see Natalie. Tell her that her mother has learned her lesson and wants her forgiveness.
And she's already told me she won't forgive you. And she hates seeing you beg to meet her right now. No matter how much you try, it's over. While you're in the hospital, I'm going to get all your things together for you and prepare them to be sent off. I'll have them all sent to your parents' house, I think.
At least allow me to apologize to the both of you first before doing that. Please. I can't just let you both leave me without seeing your faces one last time.
Natalie is done with you, Holly. Give it up now.
I might have ruined things between you and I, but the love I have for Natalie is still strong. And I love you still as well.
If you still love me...
I think I was just lost mentally. Perhaps I was in it for the thrill, but I don't even know what the point of all that was. But I was never going out with him because I stopped loving you and Natalie. I promise that I will never, ever cheat on you again. Please, give me one more chance.
You don't even seem to understand yourself, right? So how do you know you can promise to not cheat on me again?
I get that I'm not sure of myself yet.
Stop talking already, please! We are never going to forgive you, okay? After what you've done to both of us, we don't want to have to think about you anymore. Natalie had always been so happy with the family she had. But after what you'd done to us, she's no longer happy with you at all. And not happy with you and I being married anymore. We don't want to hear such petty things about how you love us still anymore. We both want you to get out of our lives, forever now. Continuing from after that last text I sent to Harley, she had to stay in the hospital for another 2 weeks. Once she was let out, she came back to my house one time and apologized to both myself and Natalie for what she'd done. She was bawling her eyes out as she started to plead for our forgiveness. But the only thing my daughter said is for her to go away. And that shut my wife up before she turned around and left us in silence. I think that was the first time I've seen my daughter act so cold. And that must have been the first time for Harley as well. But I can now see that no matter what lengths Harley goes to get my daughter's and my forgiveness, neither of us are going to budge. That day was the day my wife was exiled from my house and our lives. Later, I was able to get both a settlement from my wife and from Tessa's husband, as well as child support from my wife until my daughter turns 18. Tessa's husband was able to pay the settlement to me almost immediately. After that, Tessa and her husband would continue to stay married for 1 year, although they lived in separate houses. After that year, they finally got their divorce. From what Tessa told me later, her husband was never forgiven by his daughter either. And that's why the divorce happened. I think that for the both of our daughters, something like their parents cheating was too much for them, and can be considered an unforgivable sin. I feel that for both Harley and Tessa's husband, that if they both seem to care more about themselves than their families, they shouldn't be allowed to have one. When Harley was made to pay both a settlement to me and a monthly child support to my daughter, she made her way back to her parents' house. However, her parents had already heard about everything from me, And when she arrived there, they called her an embarrassment, before being slapped by her mother multiple times. Even now she's living under their roof, but neither of her parents will ever talk to her while giving her cold glares whenever they cross paths. But since Harley has nowhere else to go, she's forced to keep living with them, and helping them out with their family business, in order to pay the child support. I've been asked a few times now by her to allow her to come and apologize to us again, but neither my daughter nor I want to see her yet. So, all I reply back with is, no. And when it comes to Natalie, she's doing a lot better again, and we live life like nothing's ever changed. And I'm going to make sure that as long as I live, I can keep my daughter's trust and never stab her in the back. I don't want her thinking she can't trust any adults as she grows up, so this is my responsibility to her. Thank you for watching and listening! We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story!
Bailey, listen to this. I think I've ended up at the same hospital you have to give birth to my baby. I was just looking through some of the pictures and things my husband was telling me about you, and it seems the place you've chosen to have your baby is where I'll be having mine as well. Can you believe that? Hello, Celia. So you're having your baby at that hospital now, too. I suppose in this region that hospital is considered the best in childcare, and with things like pregnancy and delivering babies. All of the rooms are private here and don't require you to have to share the same room with just curtains giving you some privacy. They have some of the best hospital food as well, I've heard. And they excel at taking care of you after having the baby out here. Bringing you whatever sweets you'd like to eat and even putting you in a massage chair when you need some help relaxing. That's what I've heard too. But of course, for all of that, it does cost a little bit more to have a baby there. I had to convince my husband into letting me have my baby there because the final bill is going to be higher than he was hoping for. Oh, is that right? Are you saying that my little brother-in-law doesn't make that much then? I can't afford to put you in a hospital like that all the time? Oh. My husband and yours are both siblings, yet they really are nothing alike, are they? When it came to my husband, he told me okay without me even having to try and convince him into giving me what I want. That does sound like your husband. And my husband makes a decent amount of money, but didn't want to spend as much on this delivery as I had asked him to. But we come to agreement, and that's why I'm going through that hospital. I don't think any pregnant wife should be expected to convince their husband into giving them what they want. I'm having to give birth to his child after all right? Any husband should be willing to give any amount of money for that. Now that you say that, I'm sure. But this is a real coincidence, right? Your baby and my baby being born just 1 week apart from another? Right? I was surprised to hear that as well. I was a bit worried about making other friends who are also mums, but having you become a mom at the same time as me is a real relief. Let's work together to become great wives and perfect mothers. I mean, us sisters are about to have our first babies, so we're bound to become best friends, right? That's right. I look forward to becoming even closer because of this. Oh, but I'm planning on having my kid go to a preschool here soon. When that time comes, I'm thinking our kids will be going to different preschools. So you're already thinking about preschool? Well, yes. Isn't it important to give a great start to your child's life? I wouldn't want my child going to a public preschool or anything like that either. The idea of that is so scary to me. Crazy kids and those problematic parents could be there, and that's a danger to myself and my child. I would much rather have my kid going to a preschool for kids that want to get a head start in life. Somewhere they will need to test into. That way my child will be much more safe and secure in the future. Have you and my brother not thought about any of that yet? I suppose we haven't really put any thought into all that yet. Right now we're just focused on me giving birth to a happy and healthy baby is all. What? If you plan to have your kid going into a good preschool, then you need to start thinking about that all now. It's going to cost you both some money, and having your kids start to learn things now is very important for them, as they'll have a higher chance of succeeding in both school and in life. As of right now, we're really just focused on our child being both happy and healthy. I'm not sure we'll have them going to a private preschool or anything like that. Ah, so they'll go to a public school then. Well, I suppose that's good enough for you guys then. You'll be able to raise yourselves a strong and burly kid. Here, my husband is working for a very large company, and we'd like our kid to be ready for a life like that. But there's one thing I'm worried about. Something you're worried about? Are you worried about how your child's health will be when they're born? I'm sure every mother is worried about that. Oh, no! I'm a very healthy woman, so I know my kid will come out just fine. When it comes to a girl, their appearance is very important, right? That's why I'm a little concerned about whether or not the baby will have my blood or my husband's. If they have my husband's and are a girl, then I'll be a little worried. I don't like having to say this, but my husband's family is a little, I wouldn't say that the women in his family are that great looking. I happen to think your husband's family looks pretty good. Ah, is that right? Wow. Sorry about that. I guess you and I see things differently sometimes. I never married him for his looks or any of his family's looks, so I don't really like to think about that stuff too much. He happens to be a little on the heavy side, and his face isn't all too balanced. Is that right? Well, no matter how your child is born, I'm sure they'll be very cute. After all, there are kids. So you'll end up loving them regardless of their looks. I see. Of course, if they're a boy, then it's about more than just their face. But when it's a girl, their life is decided by their face and their body, right? I guess there's always plastic surgery that can help. If they end up being ugly, I'll just have to get them a little surgery. I'm not saying I'm against giving them plastic surgery or anything, but that decision should be left up to your child on whether or not they really want to do something like that or not. But having them do it while they're young would be the best, right? They're going to be in a lot of pictures when they're young. So if they looked beautiful from a young age, then it would be harder for people to tell that they had surgery or not. Right. But I just feel that something like this isn't up to the parents to make a decision on. Also, a child's face will change as they grow older, right? Well, as long as they grow into having a face less ugly than yours, that would be all right. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pick on you there. I was just trying to let you know I don't care about your opinion on this. Is that so? Oh, it's getting close to my lunch now, so see ya. My husband brought me a lunch specifically designed for pregnant women in the last stages of their pregnancy. I didn't know there were lunches like that. My husband is so nice to me that he makes sure I get the best treatment while carrying the baby. I am so happy I married a man like him. Oh, that's right. You're going to be giving birth before me, so please let me know how everything goes for you. Will do. We just have to put up with these big bellies a little bit longer. Let's do our best to make it through to the very end together. Bailey, you had your baby, right? I haven't heard anything from you yet, so do hurry up and tell me how the hospital was. I am having my baby next week, all right? I'm so sorry, Celia. I've been dealing with my baby this whole time, and right now I'm giving them their milk. What? At that hospital, you should be able to just ask someone to bring you milk and they'll get it to you, right? When one's not feeling very well, one of the midwives will do that for you. But I happen to want to breastfeed the baby myself, so that's what I'm working on now. Is that right? I'm most definitely going to ask a midwife to take care of all that for me. I mean, right after giving birth, I'm going to be too tired for anything else. That's a good point. Right now, even I'm still tired from giving birth and haven't had much time to relax. But my daughter is so cute. I want to go to bed because I was so tired, but I also want to be here with her. What? Your daughter is cute? You really think so? I do. Look, Bailey. My husband went ahead and showed me a picture of her. Honestly, she's not that cute. But I really don't think you should be going around telling everyone that you think she's cute like that. I happen to think she's cute, though. Could you please not say things like that about her anymore? Hey! Just because you're her mother doesn't mean you should lie about how she looks. All babies look like monkeys just after being born, but your baby looks like an old man. Celia, you're being a little rude right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I always speak my mind about everything. I didn't mean for any of that to sound rude. Is that so? Oh, are you going to get upset with me? Maybe you're suffering from postpartum irritability. Come on now. You and I are both about to be mothers, so don't get upset with me. I was just being a little honest with you is all. I don't care that that's what you were thinking. I don't think something like that was necessary to say to me. You're really naive, Bailey. But being ugly yourself, I'm sure you're happy about that baby. It was probably pretty difficult for you to find a man to have a kid with you in the first place, right? Celia? You're being very rude right now. I don't happen to think either myself, my husband, or my baby are ugly. If all you're wanting to do here is make fun of me, then just stop texting me. I wanted to know how the hospital was. You were the one that never texted me about any of that, causing me to have to text you. Stop behaving like a child now. I happen to be your husband's older brother's wife, right? You're being a little too sassy for someone who's like my little sister now. I don't think our age or relation has anything to do with this right now. The reason I'm having to behave like this is because of what you've been saying. You're supposed to become a mother, yet you're so narrow-minded. Remember that I'm going to become a mother myself here soon as well. If you start to stress me out right now and something happens to my baby, then I'm going to blame all of that on you. Bailey, right now my husband is heading over to your house, right? Can you tell him to get his butt back here and take care of me as soon as possible when he arrives? Will do. Hey, I've been sending you pictures of my baby every day now, yet you never reply to any of them. Why is that? Could it be that my baby is cuter than yours and you're jealous? I'm not jealous. Oh, you don't have to lie about it. When you put my daughter's picture next to your daughter's picture, it's insane. Your baby is so ugly that she makes me laugh every time. And to me, she happens to be the most cute little girl in the world. Don't you say things like that. Why don't you have your baby get some plastic surgery? Compared to my daughter, she looks miserable. Both our kids are cousins now, so it's better that you make yours look a little better before they start to hang out together.
You should not be comparing things like that. That kid doesn't even have my blood in it anyway. So what's this about it being a cousin?
Huh? What are you going on about?
Celia, it's me. Gage.
What? You? Really? But right now I'm texting Bailey's number, right?
You are aware that I've come over to their house right now, so it's not that strange that I've been able to look at her phone, right? Bailey was telling me that she got some texts from you and asked me to come and see them.
Oh, is that right? So Bailey's the type of woman to tattle on me then. She always had such a calm demeanor, yet she's scaring me now.
She's not scaring you. Have you always been texting her terrible things like this, Celia?
I have not been sending her anything terrible.
You've been calling both Bailey and her husband ugly, right?
Well, I'm telling the truth, aren't I? Compared to our baby, the baby they ended up having is insane. If she were to start showing the world her kid, I'm sure her ugly face would be all over the internet being made fun of.
You really are such a terrible woman.
Why are you on Bailey's side right now, Gage? Our kid is cute, so who cares about her?
This is not about our kid, though, is it? And what I'm saying here, I just told you that kid you gave birth to is not mine.
Hey, don't tell me that Bailey has been saying strange things to you now. I'm sure she's just saying things like our kid not being yours because her face is so cute, right?
You're wrong about that. The reason I'm over here at my little brother's house right now with them is to talk about how you've had a baby with someone else.
Uh-huh.
Ever since we got married, I've been suspicious about whether you've been cheating on me or not. But then you became pregnant and said it was going to be my kid, so I believed you and started to relax a little.
That's right, this is your kid. I gave birth to your baby, Gage. Why are you starting to doubt me all of a sudden now?
I'm sorry. Ever since you gave birth to that girl, I became so worried about whether or not you were telling the truth, so I had a DNA test done on her.
A DNA test? You did that?
Yes. So, you understand now what I want to say, right? Could you stop lying to me, please? I would like for us to get a divorce.
Gage, please. I do not want a divorce. I know I made a mistake by cheating on you, but I always thought that this was yours and my kid. The reason I gave birth to her was because I thought I'd be raising her with you. Please do not throw us away right now just because she was not related to you by blood.
Celia, would you stop saying that I'm throwing you both away? You were the one that threw me away right before this, right? Had that baby turned out to be mine, I was planning to forgive you for cheating on me. But she happens to be your other man's baby. I do not have to take responsibility for you and her anymore.
But while I was pregnant, you had been so kind to me. I had been looking forward to having this baby.
I was being kind to you because I thought this was going to be our baby. That's why no matter how selfish you were being the whole entire time, I was going to do my best to take great care of you. But that baby ended up looking nothing like me. And then I wondered why that baby has none of my features, and that started to make me panic.
But babies' faces will change over time, right? What were you thinking, getting a DNA test over something as petty as that?
That wasn't the only thing, though. I already said that even before you became pregnant, I was worried that you might have been cheating on me. At the time, I felt that being suspicious of you for something like that wasn't a good thing. And now, I have to say that I'm really happy for going with my gut feeling here. I was able to find all of this out before becoming attached to your baby, and that's good for me.
That is not good at all. I would have never had this baby if I'd known you wouldn't stick around to take care of us.
Celia, saying something like that is not okay. I'd think things over one more time before you say anything else like that to me.
But what you've done to me is a scam, right? I had this baby thinking you would be there to support the both of us. Saying that you don't want us anymore just because this baby isn't yours is awful.
I want to know who the truly awful person is here. You were the one saying that the kid was mine this whole time, right? And so I trusted your word. Yet, what you've done here is ridiculous.
I'm sorry. But I really did think that this girl was going to be yours. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you.
I can't do this with you anymore. And honestly, sooner or later, you and I were going to get a divorce regardless of the baby. You're not going to be able to change how I feel about you now. You go talk with that girl's real father about all this.
Hold on a second. We are not done talking here. Gage? Celia? This is Bailey. Right now, Gage isn't doing so well mentally. Please stop talking to him from now on. We're gonna block you on this phone now. Everything that comes after this can be spoken about with his lawyer when they contact you. Bailey, wait a minute. Hey, talk with my husband at all of this, please. I really do not want a divorce. I don't think Gage is going to change his mind for you anymore. You have to understand how I'm feeling right now, right? I'm being told to take care of this baby I just had on my own now. And I did only just have this baby, right? I would never ask my husband to raise a child that I had with another man while being married to him. I would never cheat on my husband in the first place. Stop acting like you and I are the same right now just because we both became mothers. I have no idea how you feel right now because I'm not a horrible human being. Why does any of that matter to you? Even if this kid is from another man, I still gave birth to her, right? This is not about you being the mother of that baby or not. We all know you gave birth to her. This is about the ethics you seem to have right now, and the fact that they're so bad that none of us will agree with you on them. There is something very wrong with you, Celia, for saying things like that. I don't want a divorce. I'm not that big of a fan of his face, but everything else about him is great for me. I don't even want to think about getting a divorce right now. You were the one that decided to start all of this, correct? Bailey, please, tell my husband not to block me. And before we get any lawyers involved, he should come and talk to me one more time. I would like for us to spend a little more time together with our daughter. I feel like if he got to see how cute she is, then he'd calm down and rethink all he's asking for. Would you cut it out already with all you're saying? Nobody cares what you have to say or what you want and don't want. You already made enemies of us by calling our daughter ugly. Then you had to find out that you had a baby with another man? How much more are you going to hurt everyone around you before you're happy with yourself? The reason all of this is happening to you now is because of what you've done. It's what you deserve to have happen to you. Please, just help my family stay together as one. I will apologize to you for calling your daughter ugly. So please, have my husband come and talk with me one more time. I want to see him. I will not let you get near my brother-in-law. And my husband and I already know that our daughter is the cutest little girl in the world, so we don't need your empty apologies. Also, I happen to think of you as ugly, Celia. And that so-called heart that you have is the ugliest thing I've ever seen yet. After all of that, my brother-in-law Gage ended up finding himself a really reliable lawyer, and with the help of them, he was able to talk with Celia and get that divorce. For a while there, knowing that her life would be at the end after the divorce, tried her very best to avoid getting the divorce, but both of her parents knew better and yelled at her to get the divorce, or else they would never let her around them ever again. And just like that, she cried while signing all the papers for Gage and his lawyer. Following all of that, Celia could not put herself back together due to the shock of everything that had happened to her. And having been kicked out of her parents' house and no longer being able to raise her daughter, vanished from her lives for good. Right now, her parents are currently taking care of her daughter for her while she's run off. Thinking about what all has happened, I feel really bad for her daughter, but knowing the kind of monster Celia was, this outcome was far better for the baby than anyone else. In the divorce, Celia was forced to pay a settlement to Gage, and because of that was left with no money in her savings account. I really have no clue how she's living now after being kicked out of her parents' house like that, but I really hope that whatever life she's living now is full of her thinking about all the wrong she had done to her husband and family. When it comes to my husband and my daughter, she's been doing very well, and each and every day shows us just how quickly little babies can learn. We will always have friends and family of mine come over to the house to see her, and every time they tell us just how cute she is, and that's so upsetting that someone would ever say that she's ugly. I totally agree, and was never for a second going to believe any of the things that Celia was trying to call facts about her. Celia said a lot of terrible things about her, but to my husband and I, she really is the cutest little girl we've ever seen. To be honest, I like to think that Celia's eyes were both just completely useless and rotten to the core. Perhaps someday, if she's able to get enough money to afford herself a visit to the doctor's office, she can go and have those eyes checked out and see if there are any glasses that can fix them. Or maybe it's just better that she fixes the root of all these problems, her heart, and learns to be someone far more ethical than whatever monster she was trying to be. In Gage's case, after having a divorce like that one, he's now been in shock for quite a bit, but has slowly been getting back to things in his life like going into work for the full day and things like that. There are even times now where he'll come over to our house and play around with our daughter to make sure she gets all her energy out as she continues to grow. I know deep down Gage has probably gone through a lot of pain, and his heart must be very exhausted from all that's happened. But I'm hoping that over time he learns that my family will always be there for him, and that he's welcome to be around us anytime. In life, there are always going to be a lot of emotionally difficult moments like divorce, and it's very important to always keep those that are your close friends and family around for support. I think that over time, he really will begin to realize just how kind my family is, and that there's no reason for him to have to battle all of those struggles he has on his own. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.